Hello, everyone. Good morning. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to the technical session 4E. My name is Siddhi Audi, and I'll be your host and moderator for today's session. And Divya is my co host, so she will be with us during this session. Me, on the behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GIA Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the ninth International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Competitive Strategies, ICTCS 2024. The ninth edition of this conference is being organized in hybrid mode. The physical event will be held in Jaipur, India, and the virtual event will be via Zoom meeting today and tomorrow, 20th and 21st December 2024. I hope you will all enjoy this knowledgeable and interactive session through the day. In this session, in total, we will be having 10 presentations, and each presenter will be given a time span of 8 minutes. And 2 minutes from them will be for question and answers. On 7 minutes of your presentation, I will be raising a gentle reminder. So, it is my request to all the participants to please consider the time constraint. And there is also another request to all the participants to stay connected till the closing remarks. And if you have now, just before we get started, I would like you all to introduce to today's session chair, Dr. Pankaj Chandre. So, Dr. Pankaj Chandre is currently working as an associate professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, MIT SOC, Design and Technology University, Pune. Currently, he is handling the responsibility of TCIO and ERP coordinator at institute level. Sir, welcome to the session.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for nice introduction.
Now we'll proceed to the further participants'
Yes, ma'am.
presentations. So the very first participant which we have here today is A. Vijay sir from Sri Ramakrishna Engineering College. Sir, are you present in the meeting?
I think no.
I think he's not there in the meeting. It's okay. We can change the sequence a bit. So the next,
Part is in meeting.
uh, but I don't have Parth in my list actually. Soumya ma'am, are you in the meeting?
Anyone who is ready to present first? Kritika, Mubin.
So I'll just take the names if anyone is there. We can start with their presentation first. Soumya Nagraj, Shaswat Divedi.
Yes, I am present. I will present first.
Okay, ma'am, you can. I'll stop sharing my screen. You can do your presentation, and I will be raising a reminder after 7 minutes. Then we can have a Q&A.
Okay.
Ma'am, now you'll be able to share your screen and you can proceed with your presentation.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Shashwat Dwivedi, and I'm presenting paper title Effective Performance of Surge Arrestor in EHV and UHV Lines. My co-authors are Mr. Hemang Taylor and Mr. Anil Khopkar. The presentation overview. Introduction. As we know that the installation coordination study is important in the power system for the improvement of reliability and safety of power system equipments. Thus, for EHV and UHV lines, it is important to protect them against the overvoltages such as temporary overvoltage, lightning overvoltage, and switching overvoltages. There are many different measures which we can use against the protection of EHV and UHV lines, and among them, lightning arresters plays important role in that. And in the arrestor position, metal oxide surge arresters are mostly used nowadays. In this paper, we had considered the line of 765 kV with certain length, and by taking such exam, we had modeled the substation and lightning model and all the other equipments using EMTP-RV software. Methodology. Here we had varied the position of arrestor with respect to transformer to evaluate the performance of arrestor. That is, we had connected arrestor in three different positions. That is 5 meter, 10 meter, and 20 meter from the HV terminal of the transformer in the substation. That is the 765 kV terminal. Then we had also considered three different lightning strike positions. That is 20 meter, 500 meter, and 1000 meter from the HV terminal. And again, we had considered two different lightning currents, that is 50 kiloampere and 100 kiloampere for our computation in paper. We analyzed the lightning strike on ground wire in this paper and measured the rise in voltage via lightning strike in all the phases. Simulation part, we had three cases which we had studied. In case 1, we had placed the lightning arrestor at 5 meter from the transformer and connected in all the phase, and then we had modeled lightning current of 50 kiloampere for the distance of 20 meter, 500 meter, and 1000 meter from that, and evaluated the same. And similarly, we had taken for the lightning of 100 kiloampere, and rise in voltage of all the phases has been evaluated. In case 2, we had taken the arrestor at the 10 meter distance from the transformer. And similarly, as from case 1, firstly we had taken 50 kiloampere of lightning current and taken it at three different positions of lightning strike, that is 20 meter, 500 meter, and 1000 meter. And similarly for 100 kiloampere. In case 3, the arrestor is placed at 20 meters from the transformer. That is the farthest most position which had been considered, and similarly for both 50 kiloampere and 100 kiloampere, the observations have been taken. These are the obtained results for the surge current of 50 kiloampere. That is, we had taken at 5 meter 1000, then 5 meter 500, 5 meter 20 meter, and similarly for 10 meter and 20 meter of position of arrestor. And this is the obtained results for lightning surge of 100 kiloampere. Similar way, the position of lightning strike 1500 for all 5 meter, 10 meter, and 20 meter. And from these results, we have considered that the over voltage, that is the rise in voltage which we had seen, is the highest voltage which is noted, it means observed when the lightning strike at 20 meters from the HV terminal. In both the cases, that is 50 kiloampere, 100 kiloampere, as we had seen in the previous table, that the lightning rise in voltage is highest in 50 kiloampere and 100 kiloampere both. And it is also noted that in all cases, 50 kiloampere and 100 kiloampere lightning surge, the voltage appear in the system is less than the lightning impulse withstand voltage of the system. Hence, we can say that the system is well protected against the lightning surges. The best shielding effect of arrestor is seen when arrestor is connected in all the phases of incoming of transformer, that is 765 kV side of transformer. For lightning strike at different locations in transmission line, we had noted that the rise in voltage means the subsided voltage by the arrestor is more when the arrestor is connected in 5 meters from the transformer. And as we had seen that the rating of arrestor we had taken is 588 kV, and it gives result, it's good enough results for arrestor placement without changing for both the current, means for the highest magnitude of surge current, that is 100 kiloampere, and for 50 kiloampere, the 588 kV results are feasible if we change the position of arrestors. Conclusion: in this, it has been seen that the surge arrestor is most in the lines when the if we in the cases of lightning surges, so surge arrestor must be connected in the system, and the surge arrestor, which is the metal oxide surge arrestor which we had used, shows the feasible outcome. And as we had seen all observed data from the data, that this for surge current of 50 kA, surge arrestor is suitable for both the cases. And surge arrestor subsided the voltage trace by the lightning surge and does not allow to increase the voltage beyond the system insulation level. The optimal position of arrestor from all the data is comes out to be the 5 meter, that if we place the arrestor at 5 meter for both 50 kiloampere and 100 kiloampere lightning surge, the analysis means the voltage decided is, it means rise in voltage is least. Thus, we can say that these results are good enough to useful against the design engineers for placement of a surge arrestor in the system. This is the study which we had computed for lightning arrestor on the system which we had considered. Thank you.
Nice presentation, madam.
Thank you, sir.
So I have two questions. So first one is, just tell me basic requirement to execute your system.
Sorry, sir, can you repeat?
Just tell me basic requirement to implement your system.
Yes. Basic requirements are that we had just considered the system of within 1 kilometer length max. So if we want to implement last, then the high post system must be required, and the tower footing resistance constant which we had considered is of 15 ohms. That is the requirement of for these results to implement in the real time data. It means the real system which we want to include.
Okay. And second one is what? Who will be your stakeholders?
Sorry, sir.
Who will use your system? Who will be your stakeholders?
Sir, actually, I'm not able to hear you properly.
Who is going to use your system?
The design engineers, which will be using the lines, designing the lines for the new systems.
Okay, no issue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the presentation. Now we'll proceed to the next presenter. But before sharing my screen, I just wanted to confirm. Vijay sir, are you there in the meeting now? Soumya ma'am, Soumya Nagraj, Yoganathan Swaminathan.
Hi, ma'am. This is Soumya Nagraj.
Hello, ma'am. Now, are you ready with your presentation?
Yeah, ma'am. Just give me a minute. Let me share my screen.
Okay, okay. Able to see your screen now, you can proceed with your presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Hi, this is Soumya Nagraj. Our paper ID is 722. Our title is Assessing Health Performance in Indian Hospitals, a physiologic based model with organization insights. Our authors are Vaishnavi Vadivelu, Prakash Nachimuthu, Soumya Nagraj, myself,
Soumya madam,
Nilesh Kumar Murugesan, and Darsh. Yes,
please play your slideshow.
yes. Here we are going to look about the introduction, literature review, performance and questionnaire, methodology, conceptual framework, and results and discussion. Our introduction, our research is based on the telehealth performance in Indian hospitals
Madam,
using a
your
triangle.
slides are not moving. Still, your first slide is visible to me. Am I right, Siddhi madam?
Yes, sir. We cannot see the slideshow actually. Ma'am, can you please click on the just maximize the
Yeah, ma'am.
screen?
Ma'am, is there view?
No, actually, we cannot see it in the slideshow. We're
Now
just
you
seeing the preview.
Yeah, ma'am. 1 minute.
Okay.
Ma'am, is that view present?
no,
Uh,
no, madam. Just continue with this preview.
yes, it is okay with this view, but just try to change the slides. I just want to see if we can see the slides changing. It has not froze.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, let me know what is the problem. Can you?
Um, you can start with you can start presenting. We just wanted to confirm if the slides are changing or not, but I think they are changing.
Ma'am, is that okay with now?
Yes, you have selected the index page only, right?
Yes, ma'am. The index
Okay.
page.
Okay, then it's correct. You can start.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, our introduction, our review is based on the telehealth performance in Indian hospitals using a triangular physiologic approach. It assesses the performance of the hospitals which is present in India, which assess the complexities, uncertainties among the hospital performance and its importance. A physiologic model is applied for our research. It focuses on key metrics like the patient satisfaction, and their needs towards the purchase of their medicines and etc. Here we identify the factors which helps for the organization for the better successful futures of the features. we have recommended some outcomes for the better performance of futures to have the successful presence, and significant framework which supports the telehealth to adopt a organizational strategic alignment. And literature review. Here we have adopted the authors of Dasha Gupta, Shah et al., Monat and Das and Singha, Rajkumar et al., Winbo et al., and Cow et al. And here we collected the questionnaires among the hospitals. These were the questions we have asked for our research to perform the fuzzy logic. And the methodology, we adopted the three phases, which involves the first phase, which involves the construction of the conceptual model by integrating drivers, factors, and attributes derived from various health literature, which means that fuzzy performance index and fuzzy telehealth measure index to measure the telehealth performance. And phase two focuses on conducting hospitals which needs an improvement model. And phase three, a fuzzy mathematical model which is used to find the terms and services which is being offered by the organization. And the conceptual framework, the analysis which is under the two categories, FTMI, Fuzzy Telehealth Measure Index, and FPII, Fuzzy Performance Importance Index. Here, it was the conceptual framework which derives under the three major derivatives, which is one is derivatives and the factors and the telehealth attributes. Here, the
Hello, ma'am. I think there is some connectivity issue from your side. You have stopped sharing the screen. I think she got disconnected, right?
Yes, madam.
Okay. We'll just wait for a minute.
Yes.
She might be connecting again. Yes. Soumya ma'am. Hello. Okay, she's sharing the
excuse me,
screen.
ma'am. I think there was some trouble. Sorry for that.
Connectivity issue. It's okay.
Yes, ma'am. Telehealth and under that attributes we had compatibility, intention to use, and other the factors which is going to be our attributes. These were the factors which we had involved in the process of formation of questionnaires and research presentations and etc. And here we have the case analysis. These were the performance ratings and importance of weights for the attributes. Here, the TM1, which means that patient health, telehealth process, technological requirements, and organization supports has been derived for the key terms TM1, TM12, and TM13, and telehealth attributes has been listed, where the collector of variables as V, I, J, K, and T, and here has been averaged and find the range for the each of the categories which has been questionnaires made. And here the fuzzy index telehealth performance and a rating for using under the analysis of FTMI. Here we had identified the FTMI range 4.1, 4.58, 5.82, and 6.84. The calculation of FPII to identify the weaker attributes. Here I had enabled the weaker attributes with an highlighting, which means the TM1 and TM112 and the other factors which is listed by. It was an triangular fuzzy model. Here I had identified the point of very low performance, average performance, good performance, and high performance. Here our hospital lies between the average performance, which means that the person value of 1.41. These are the weaker attributes that has been encompassed by the hospital. These intention to use, frequency of usage, safety and quality, patient privacy, caregiver support, user friendliness, diagnostic and treatment efficiency, smart sensor device, new policies for telehealth service, adherence to telehealth guidelines. These were the factors which has been identified through the research. This contributes to the average performance of the hospital. Here, I had found the result and discussion. The hospital has an average performance. The FPII calculated has been identified 10 attributes, which is there being an underperforming and contributing to the average performance. When it means that the 10 performance has the 32 percentage of the value, establishing the management threshold when we improve this 32 percentage, which means that 10 attributes, the performance of the average performance can be improved to the good performance of the organization. Here, I conclude with the primary objectives: assessing the performance through the literature reviews of the et al.'s and expert evaluation of correlating findings with Elizabeth distance metrics, and identifying the 10 underperforming attributes from total of 31 using the fuzzy performance index, which means FPII. And I had result that I researched hospital exists between the average performance. Thank you, ma'am.
Madam, just go to your slide number 6.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Math.
Okay. Madam, I have only one question. So
Yes, sir.
can you differentiate fuzzy and crisp value?
Excuse me, sir. Come again.
Can you differentiate fuzzy and crisp value?
Please, sir. Fuzzy, it means that it was an approach which is used by our research.
Okay.
Fuzzy value, the other hand, it impresses the vague and ambitious value. It has a high range of possible meanings and interpretations, which on the other hand, it has the values of temporary, age, time, and fuzzy values can be represented using the fuzzy logic, which assigns with degrees of membership uh, to within the value of range values. Uh, yes, sir.
Okay, madam.
That's it.
Good. Good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the presentation. Now, you can stop sharing your screen. So the next presenter we have here today is Nathan sir from Congo Engineering College, India. And the paper title he's presenting on is Empowering Farmers, the Impact of Blockchain Technology on Agricultural Supply Chain Management. Sir, you're there in the meeting?
Yes, ma'am, I'm in the meeting.
Yes, now I'll stop sharing my screen and you can proceed with your presentation.
Okay, ma'am. Can I start?
Yes, sir, sure, you can start.
Ma'am, is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir, your screen is visible and you are audible.
Okay. Good morning to everyone. My presentation is titled as Empowering Farmers, the Impact of Blockchain Technology on Agriculture Supply Chain Management. I am Jonathan, and I will be discussing how blockchain technology can address key challenges in agriculture, such as inefficiency and lack of transparency, while empowering farmers to achieve better outcomes. Let's explore how this informative technology can shape the future of agricultural supply chain. Today's agenda. Let's start introduction. Agriculture is the backbone of rural economy and a critical part of global food security. However, inefficiencies in traditional supply chains, often lead to high cost, delays, and trust issues that negatively impact both farmers and consumers. Blockchain technology offers a solutions of decentralized data, ensuring transparency and improving traceability across the supply chain. Today, we will examine how blockchain technology can empower farmers by providing direct market access, enhancing profitability, and creating more efficient system that benefit everyone in the agriculture ecosystem. Objectives. Blockchain technology was majorly used for traceability of a product and more transparency and better market access. Blockchain overview. Key features. Blockchain operates on a distributed ledger system where data is stored across multiple nodes, making it tamper-proof and highly secure. Immutability means that ensures when data is recorded, it cannot be altered, fostering transparency and trust among stakeholders. Then smart contracts. Smart contracts automated agreements executed when predefined conditions are met reduce the need for intermediates, thereby cutting cost and delays. In agriculture, these features can streamline operations from planting to final delivery, creating a seamless, trustworthy supply chain. Then types of blockchain. Public blockchain opens to everyone, decentralized and secure. Examples like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Second, consortium blockchain, semi-private controlled by a group of organizations offering a balance between transparency and privacy. And last of all, private blockchains, fully controlled by a single entity, highly secure and used internally for specific purpose like supply chain management or record keeping. Then challenges in traditional supply chains. The traditional supply chains struggle with the transparency as limit data sharing, reduce visibility and trust. They are also inefficient with the fragmented process and high cost, slowing down operations. Trust issues arise from fraud and weak quality assurance undermining confidence. Additionally, poor traceability makes it difficult to track products or handle recalls, showing the need of improved system. Then blockchain implementation applications. Blockchain can revolutionize agriculture in several ways. First, traceability and transparency ensures food safety by tracking products from farm to table. For instance, consumers can verify a product's origin and quality. Second, smart contracts. Smart contracts automate payments and transactions, reduce delays and paperwork. Third, market access. Farmers can access the market openly without any involvement of intermediates. Last of all, direct exchange. Real-time data management enables farmers to make informed decisions, whether for planting, harvesting, or pricing. Let's see how it's work in practice. This through a case study. I take the case study as a VChain. VChain is a prominent example of blockchain application in agriculture. It tracks products from their origin to consumer, ensuring transparency and promoting sustainable practices. By leveraging blockchain, VChain builds trust between farmers and consumers. Create a system where quality and authenticity are guaranteed. Imagine being able to scan a QR code on a product, instantly known its journey from farm to market. This is the kind of transformation VChain brings to the table. Benefits of blockchain. For farmers, blockchain is a game changer. It allows for direct sales, enabling premium pricing and higher profitability. With a transparent system, the risk of fraud and significantly reduced, ensuring product quality and fair compensation. Additionally, the real-time data empowers farmers with actionable insight for planting cycles, weather predictions, and market trends. This empowerment helps farmers move from reactive to proactive decision making, fostering resilience and growth. Challenges in blockchain adaptation. High cost and infrastructure limitations, especially in rural areas, can hinder implementation. Regulatory barriers also create uncertainty of stakeholders. Moreover, effective adaptation requires educating farmers and supply chain participants about the technology and fostering collaboration. Addressing these challenges will be crucial for scaling blockchain solution in agriculture. Comparative analysis. Artificial intelligence enhance decision making and automation. Information of technology improves real-time data collection and connectivity. Blockchain ensures secure, transparency, traceability, and immutable data sharing. Future directions. Innovation of the future of blockchain is agriculture is promising.
Sir, sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to raise a reminder to conclude the presentation so we can have time for Q&A as well.
Conclusion. In conclusion, blockchain technology has the power of revolution agriculture supply chains by ensuring transparency, efficiency, and trust. It empowers farmers by providing direct market access and actionable insights while building trust with consumer through traceability. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
How you are going to improve transparency? Any specific solution?
So, 1 minute, sir. So, transparency, it refers to farmers deal with market intermediate. There will be one dealers. They can purchase agriculture products in a low price and they sell in the market at a high price. It
Okay. Is it feasible in India?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, no issue. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. And
Thank you,
Q&A
ma'am.
is done as well. So we can start with the next presenter now. So the next presenter is Madhuri Guminemi, ma'am. Madhuri, ma'am, are you in the meeting? Or any other co-authors? Ramya, ma'am. Ramya Gujula.
Yes, I'm the co-author. Can we start the presentation?
S- the for which paper? Chronic disease management or hybrid
No.
genetics?
Hybrid genetics algorithm.
Okay, ma'am, you can start with the presentation then.
Okay. Is that visible?
Yes, ma'am, your screen is visible.
Like, is the slide changing? Is it okay?
Yes, it is in perfect format. Try changing the slide, then yes, we can
Uh,
see it. It is
yeah,
visible.
okay, sure. Thank you. Um, Good morning, everyone. So, our domain for the presentation is related to massive MIMO 6G networks. So, I'm Jyotsna, and Ramya, Shravani, and Harshni are my teammates. So, the paper we're presenting today is a hybrid genetic and particle swarm optimization algorithm based downlink power optimization in a massive MIMO 6G system. So, the need for power optimization is very crucial, especially in massive MIMO systems where there are multiple number of antennas which are used for transmission of data. And this will result in many different problems like interference or high energy consumption, which might interrupt with the data rate that will be provided by the networks. So to solve or enhance this power optimization in these networks to ensure a smooth flow of the data, we have tried to come up with a different type of algorithms by combining two standalone algorithms which are genetic and particle swarm optimization. So our main objective is to optimize the power consumption in the downlink of the massive MIMO system. Downlink is where the data is communicating from the base station to the user and or any other objects. So in the literature survey, we have gone through multiple traditional methods that are also being used for power optimization, like beamforming methods or water filling algorithms. So upon this literature survey, we have come across this meta-heuristic algorithms, which consists of genetic or this particle swarm optimization, which are also a part of this machine learning, like subsidiary machine learning algorithms. So we have decided to create a hybrid algorithm that would combine the best of both genetic and PSO algorithms and give the efficient output at last. So yeah, this is our system model. We're considering, as mentioned, a massive multiple input, multiple output 6G system. In this, we are considering 64 antennas model, and the downlink, as mentioned before, is nothing but the communication from the antenna base station to the user end. And in this massive MIMO network, we basically have different cells connected together with different base stations and multiple working of the networks. So, yeah, as mentioned in the methodology, this hybrid algorithm is made by the combination of the standalone genetic and PSO algorithm. So, genetic algorithm is something that is inspired from the um, genetic evolution of any being. So the basic processes would include the selection, crossover, and mutation steps, where the solutions available in the different solution space are first selected, and the best solutions out of it are crossover to get a more efficient or a more best solution out of that, and they are mutated to some rate to maintain a differentiation in the algorithm. And this particle swarm optimization is also inspired by the natural process of birds flocking together or a swarm of particles. So here also we are taking the particles, initializing them. So here the personal best update and global best update are two variables we are considering for the velocity, which are used while searching the local search space. These are the uh, methodology or how the working of both the algorithms are shown below. And yeah, coming to our hybrid algorithm and how we are integrating these both standalone genetic and PSO. Um, so first, we are trying to run both genetic and PSO algorithms in the MATLAB simulation software, where we are first initializing the parameters. I'll show that. But the basic process would be just to run the genetic algorithm and then PSO algorithm iteratively. And after each iteration, the best solutions from both the algorithms are compared. And if one algorithm is finding a better solution than the other, the solutions are updated and the next process is continued. So in this method, the strengths of both the algorithms, like genetic algorithm strength is exploring the search space completely, like in a wider range. And for the PSO, it is to make sure that the algorithm will not be stuck in a local minima. So these both advantages are combined, and then explorative space of the algorithm is enhanced, and thereby improving the optimization performance. So yeah, as mentioned, parameters which are used in simulation are like this. So we're considering a 10 users, 64 antennas, 200 iterations. And since genetic algorithm needs a crossover rate, mutation rate, and some population size to um, declare some solutions in the solution space, these are the values taken. Crossover rate is 0.8, mutation rate is 0.1. And for PSO parameters, again, a number of particles are same. And here we have inertia weight and cognitive and social parameters. These are nothing but which help in finding the global best and the local best positions in the PSO algorithm. So yeah, these are few of the equations that are used to find the total power. So as mentioned in our objective, we are trying to reduce or optimize the power consumption while we're also checking the data rate and how much energy efficient it is compared to the standalone algorithms that are being used. So, yeah, the objective functions or yeah, fitness evaluation is done in each iteration to check which solution is best and then to replace the solutions in the genetic algorithm and then continue with the process. So, yeah, these are the equations solely for the hybrid algorithm. So yeah, since we're combining two PSO and genetic algorithm, we have equations corresponding to PSO objective function with where we are trying to find the global best position of the PSO using the PSO algorithm first. We are updating the solutions and then using the genetic algorithm, same, the solutions are being found and then after comparison, the best solution is being replaced and then the process is being continued. um, these are the results which we have obtained. As seen here, both we have a comparative graph with genetic algorithm PSO standalones and also our hybrid genetic PSO algorithm. So here it is observed that in very less or least number of iterations, the power consumption of the hybrid algorithm that we are using or testing is coming to minimum, whereas the other two are taking a lot number of iterations, which proves the efficiency of this hybrid genetic and PSO algorithm compared to the other two. And yeah, as mentioned, we have also compared the data rate over the iterations. So the data rate is also improving consistently, which is showing that though the power is being reduced compared to the others and power is being optimized, the data rate is not being affected very much. And there is a consistent increase in the data rate, thus proving to be efficient. And yeah, energy efficiency is also being maintained as per, and there is no decrease of it or there is no variation of it, even though there's a decrease in the power consumption or power is being optimized. This is a comparison between the standalone algorithms, taking the parameters we have observed. So yeah, I'll just tell about the overall analysis. So
Ma'am,
yeah,
sorry for the interruption, but we are past the presentation time. Could you please conclude it for
yeah,
the question
yeah,
answers?
sure, sure.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
thank you. We can conclude that the hybrid algorithm we have used is much more effective for the downlink power optimization and it outperforms the traditional methods, providing a good solution. And this can be implemented in real world scenarios, contributing to more development of wireless communication systems. Thank you. That's the end of my presentation.
Nice presentation, madam.
Yes, sir.
Madam, just tell me basic principle behind this MIMO technology.
Basic principle behind this MIMO technology.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. So usually we have seen a single antenna where data is being sent only once and being received. So this multiple and input and multiple output antennas enable to send large amounts of data because there are multiple antennas present in a network, which will lead to higher data rates, higher rate of communication. So I think that would be the basic principle of MIMO, and which also improves wireless communications because there are multiple antennas at transmitter side and also receiver side to enhance the reliability and also data throughput.
Okay, ma'am. So what challenges do we face while implementing this MIMO?
Okay, generally you're asking, sir.
Yes, any challenge do we face while implementation of this?
Okay, so one of the challenges, like I've mentioned, would be that since there are multiple antennas to make them work or to power them, high amount of power will be required, and this much amount of power would be a problem, and also there will be inter-antenna interference, which will impact the data that is being transmitted, and also there will be complexity in making sure that the data is particularly or correctly reaching the user end, because there is continuous and multiple transmission of data due to the antennas.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for your presentation. Now we'll proceed with the next presenter.
Sure.
Excuse me, Siddhi, Madam Siddhi.
Yes.
Yeah, the host removed you from the meeting. This message is being showing continuously, so I'm unable to join the meeting. So I joined through mobile. How I can share my PPT? It's a problem
Uh,
for me.
Ma'am, can you just try to join with your PC once again?
I tried several times, madam. Once again, I'll try. Please,
Okay, just
help.
try it once again. Hello. Ma'am, if it is taking a few minutes, you can just share it with me. Take your time. We'll
Yeah,
take the next
meanwhile,
presenter.
yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah, yes,
Then we can come back again for your
yes,
presentation. Okay.
yes.
Thank you, ma'am. So I'll start with the next presenter. So the next presenter we have here today is Gaurav Kamre from Datta Mega Institute of Higher Educational and Research, India. The paper title he's presenting is Impact of Accreditation on Healthcare Institutions. Sir, you're there in the meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then you can start with your presentation. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Good morning, everyone. My topic for the research was impact of accreditation on healthcare institution. This is a secondary research method of data collection. It is a review letter of it. I should start with an introduction part. So actually, what is the accreditation? So accreditation, we can say it is a formal verification program issued by the institute to meet the established quality standards in form of various assessment tasks. Previously, the accreditation for healthcare institution was not mandatory, but nowadays for promising the quality care provided to the patient, accreditation is must. And this is the primary factor observed by the patients whenever they seek the patient care. So there are several standards, objective elements, and chapters mentioned in the accreditation of NABH to hospital and healthcare sectors. So this chapter includes five of patient-centric approach and five of organization-centric approach. So some of them are assessment and continuity of care, care of patients, management of medication, patient rights and education, and hospital infection control. These five chapters are related to the patient-centric approach and the continuous quality improvement, which was laterally edited in the sixth edition. So the five chapters are related to organization-centric approach are patient safety and quality improvement, responsibilities of management, facility management and safety, human resource management, and information management system.
So nowadays, after the pandemic of COVID-19, the healthcare sector has seen a boom. So the hospital plays a very important role in healthcare system in providing cares and for the population well-being. Accreditation like NABH, JCI, NABL, etc. Ensures that high quality patient care practices or the high quality care should be provided to the patients. The objectives for my research were that how the hospital in accreditation affects the quality of care. Is there any relationship between accreditation and patient safety? Initially, the hospital were following the traditional methods like MRD, which calculates or preserves the medical record data manually. But from past few years, when the HIT has been evolved, like healthcare information technology, which adapts the electronic medical records in hospital accreditation, sorry, in hospital organization, so which manages the data and all types of patient data like their prognosis, diagnosis, whatever the treatments they have taken for further uses. Even the insurance companies have the linkages with hospitals to access the data in future. How accreditation has impacted the economical condition or situation of the hospitals, and what are the challenges the hospital faces while maintaining the accreditation or the renewal of the accreditation. So according to Almasabi and Pomi et al., they have concluded that the accreditation has various impacts on the healthcare institution, like the organization centric approach chapter, which I have shared in the beginning only, that it manages the infection control rate of the hospital. The documentation is quite simple from earlier, as electronic medical records are introduced in the healthcare institution, and the medication management is also easy for the nursing care and the doctors which are treating the patients. So various accreditation issuing institutions are NABH, which is a National Accreditation Board for Hospital and Healthcare Institution, and next is NABL, which is a National Accreditation Board for Laboratories, and next is JCI, which is a Joint Commission International. Nowadays, the most of the healthcare institution are um, tying up with the NABH certifications for providing quality um, patient care. The JCI, which is a foreign-based accreditation certificates. So next is patient safety, which is directly related with the accreditation. The authors, the authors like Braithwaite and Saketel, which has conducted a study in Australia, they have shown you that accredited hospitals are more promising in providing the safety protocols to the patient and providing the higher levels of patient satisfaction ratios. This is a care of patient is the second chapter, which is already included in patient-centric approach, which tells us that the patient should be satisfied from the all means like the emotional states, social and spiritual needs of the patient. The eighth chapter of NABH includes the impact HRM, which is a human resource management, in which the employees and the staff of the hospital should be also get enough should be enough satisfied. The only motto of the healthcare institution not only provide the quality care to the hospitals but also the doctors, nursing staff, or the non-clinical staff should be also satisfied. They should be given proper training. They should be given proper training. As I have mentioned already, the well-defined recruitment process for the staff should be available. The induction trainings and the continuous professional training should be available for the staff. These are some of the challenges while maintaining the accreditation. According to Korn et al. And Maglin et al., they have introduced some of the challenges which are faced by the healthcare institution while maintaining the accreditation. The rules which are given by the
Hello.
accreditation boards, like yes,
Sir, sorry for the interruption, but we are past the presentation time. Could you please hurry up a bit to the
okay, okay.
conclusion?
So these are the some of the challenges which are faced by the while maintaining accreditation, like documentation, performance measurement, and all. These were the findings of my research, and the conclusion is like the accreditation is a must and a mandatory nowadays for healthcare institution, as they are the key role playing for maintaining the safety protocols and providing patient care. And as accredited hospitals even face some of the challenges which can be overcome with the help of the experienced staff and the team. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
So just tell me, in what ways does accreditation improves patient safety? Means how you are going to improve patient safety with this accreditation?
Sir, firstly, the institution which are not accredited with such type of compliances, they don't follow the any protocols. They just provide the patient means like the patient care, whatever patient is seeking the treatment for. But the hospitals or the institution which are accredited with such type of accreditation like NABH, JCI, they have the regulatory authority board which regulates them and observes them whether the indicators, objective elements are being followed or not. And the objectives and the indicators are designed in such a way that patient will get the patient safety as well and the treatment also.
Okay, so is there any impact on operational efficiency?
Um, yes, sir. The the operational efficiency has been enhanced as soon as not in the initial terms, but as soon as the organization gets accredited. So within a few years, it can enhance the operational efficiency.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for considering the time constraint. Now we'll proceed to the next presentation. I have received the PPT from Madhuri ma'am, so I'll be sharing on her behalf and she'll be presenting. Ma'am, just inform me when to change the slides.
Madam?
Ma'am,
Yeah. Am I audible, madam?
yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah, shall I start my presentation then?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. It gives me immense pleasure in participating in Information and Communication Technology for Competitive Strategies 2024 ICTCS conference. And it's a good opportunity for us to present our research work, what we have carried out. And coming to my paper, the paper title is Enhanced Chronic Disease Management through IoT Enabled Monitoring and Cloud Based Health Models. Yeah, next slide, please. Next slide, please.
Ma'am, I have changed the slide. Can you see it
No, I cannot see it.
now?
Yeah, can you please refresh it and do it, please?
Yes, just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Now it is changed. Hello?
Hello, madam. It's not visible, madam. You are visible now. Share,
Okay.
please share the PPT. And once,
This,
sometimes it happens, yeah.
this is some glitch, I think.
The screen is visible. Yes, yeah. Now it is visible. Contents, yeah. Coming to this, I have presented my paper with detail the sequence of like what is the objective of presenting the paper. Next comes the introduction to digital health. And if we have gone through the early detection, what are the benefits in especially for respiratory part? And next thing is, what are the challenges and the demands that we are uh, facing when we are dealing with implementing through IoT networks? So here, next comes the very important sequence is the interoperability in healthcare systems and the challenges of IoT. And in this presentation, I am also presenting about the methodology which I have followed. And the sequence of steps will be like exploring IoT with the ThinkSpeak, MIT App Inventor I have used, and MQTT, and Android things how to get connected by using MQTT, and future scope of this project. These are the detailed sequence of my presentation, and let us go in detail. Yeah, ma'am. Next slide, please, ma'am.
Has it changed?
Now it has struck it again.
Okay.
Ma'am, just click on third slide.
Third slide, please
Yes, we are
click
okay
on
with
third.
that preview also.
PPT, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did
Abhi visible. Hai. Yes, ma'am. It's visible now. Coming to this, let us discuss about chronic disease. Chronic disease means we know that it is a long-term health condition, generally diabetes patients or hypertension. They really require ongoing medical attention and management. But for this, what is the need of going for the chronic disease management using IoT? So the challenges are like lack of real-time monitoring. And next one is there is a delayed intervention leading to complications for the patient. So patient will be suffering because of the dynamic changes that are being happening and unable to meet the doctor several times. So the digital health model is very much important for this. So here comes the object of how to improvise the chronic disease management using IoT and cloud technology. And next one is it enables the real-time monitoring and predictive healthcare. And the third thing is regularly several times hospital visit can be reduced and it enhances the patient life quality also. So can I have the next slide, ma'am?
Ma'am, is it visible?
Yeah. So coming to this here, there is the need for a digital health is because the digital health really supports wearable devices. And coming to this, it refers to integration of digital technologies with healthcare and enhances the efficiency of health services and improves the patient outcomes and promote wellness. Coming to the point, it also empowers the patient to take control of their health and provides real-time access to healthcare. So this is the need for the digital health, and it supports telemedicine. Mobile app will be provided. Wearable devices can be used by the patient, and electronic health records will be maintained in the online. And by using artificial intelligence, some analysis can be carried out very quickly so that the patient can feel relaxed. Yeah. Next slide, please, ma'am. And coming to the challenges here, and with every year as passing over, as the patient will be maybe might be feeling about um, how to take the details of that. So that can be reduced by uh, following the IoT and giving a record that supports the deployment of portable devices and embedded devices. Next slide, madam, please. Coming to the methodology here. In this, the experiment setup, it consists of heartbeat sensor, temperature sensor, respiratory sensor, and Arduino microcontroller have been used. And this system architecture includes the IoT-enabled monitoring devices, cloud-based database, and mobile apps. And web platforms are also being used. Next slide, ma'am. So this is the experimental setup which shows the IoT-enabled monitoring device. And from this, by using the ThinkSpeak technology, we can send the data to the cloud, and the data collection from the sensors and the transmission to the cloud via the gateways, and real-time alerts on the mobile phones can be also be done by using MIT app inverter. And these are the specifications have been provided in the slide. Yeah, next, ma'am. Coming to, this is the results which shows that by using MIT, and we'll log in into that, and we will do the details of the sensors, and it can be controlled, and all the details we can observe even in the mobile app, MIT app inventor. Yeah, next slide, ma'am. So coming to the future scope of this is this SDR based health monitoring system. It can be implemented as the future scope because there might be a problem of interoperability because all the architectures and the design have, they are not similar because sensor and its communication and all the devices and RF communication, its frequencies are different. So SDR will help to shift to any of the modulation technique and frequencies. So by using software defined radio as a future scope, the health monitoring system can be seamlessly give the communication to the doctor, and it provides the data, and it will send from remote location and connects the patient, those who are far, and provides the digital medicine to the patient. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, thank you. And this is all about the presentation about the chronic disease management through IoT enabled monitoring and cloud-based health models. Thank you.
Okay, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam, good presentation.
Thank you, sir.
So, madam, just tell me, is there any most effective strategy for managing chronic disease, just like you can say asthma, diabetes, hypertension?
Sir, first thing is when the reports come to the patient, generally 50% the patient will be in a disappointment. So he might be thinking that regularly I have to meet the doctor, and uh, lifespan might be reduced. So he's already in a depression mode. So by using this technology, we can give a hope to the patient that the sensors, if they are connected to daily, 2 times without visiting the hospital, if the sensor they connected to that and can upload the data, the doctor can give some suggestions regularly that what is the diabetic conditions or uh, that like that, sir. And sir,
Okay.
this is about the prototype, sir, and the real time really faces little problems like interoperability problems or the mapping problem may face, sir.
Okay. So actually, madam, nowadays we have many more apps, just like we can say mobile health apps, or you can say some telemedicines also, right now.
Yes, yes, sir, yes.
How these apps are going to enhance chronic disease management?
Sir, first thing, definitely the app will give the feedback of the health condition, sir. With
Okay.
that, they will get some alert to that and can take if they are discontinued any medicine like that, they can check it. And nowadays, yes, sir, what you are saying is correct. There are alarm systems also to indicate when to take the medicine. If they are forgot in their busy schedule, they will give a message to that also being given for this.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll stop sharing the screen now.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So the next presenter is Tanay Nandgaonkar, and the title he's presenting on is The Influence of Neuroaesthetics on Consumer Preferences. Tanay sir, you're there in the meeting, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Can you present it?
Yes, you may start with your presentation now. I'll stop sharing.
Hello, audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Uh, I will be starting with the presentation. Is it that
Okay.
I'll be carried forward at the present? Can I start?
Yes, ma'am, you can start.
So, uh, paper I 50 and topic for today's presentation is the influence of neuroplasticity on consumer. Next. Next slide.
Hello, ma'am. I think there's some issue with your voice. It is not that clear.
Unfortunately, give me one.
I'm audible now.
Yes, yes, it's better now.
It's better now. All right. Let's start then. So about the authors are myself, Kritika Raut, Tanay Nangaonkar, Mehek Gupta, Dr. Ritu Srivastava, and Dr. Archana Gulati. And our institution is SVKM NMIMS, deemed to be University, Maharashtra, India. Next slide. So these are the table of contents that we are going through, starting with introduction, then theoretical framework, cross-cultural insights, the methodology used, key findings, challenges, future directions, and conclusion. Next slide. Now, starting with what is neuroaesthetics? Neuroaesthetics is the study of how our brain responds to beauty, combining the sensory input, emotions, and knowledge. Our goal was to analyze how cultural and personal differences influences consumer preferences and provide insights for marketing and advertising. Next slide. Now, starting with theoretical framework, initially we have aesthetic triad. So the aesthetic triads shows how the brain processes beauty. It was proposed by Chatterjee and Varadinian in 2014. So it highlights three interacting systems, which are sensory motors, which handles the physical interaction to what we see. Next we have emotional valuation, which shapes our emotional responses. And lastly, we have knowledge meaning, which adds cultural and symbolic understanding. So these systems interact to create aesthetic experiences. Next slide. Secondly, in theoretical framework, we have cross-cultural and personalized dimension in aesthetics. This study explores how cultural and personal factors shape the perception of beauty. It is influenced from two factors. Firstly, the cultural influences, which includes history, customs, or societal norms that impact aesthetic preferences. And next, we have some personalized factors such as a person's intellect, a person's personality, and the past experiences, which influence the sensitivity to the beauty. So using a cross-cultural approach, we are actually examining the shared principles of beauty while recognizing the individual differences. Next slide. Moving forward with our methodology, first we have the designing of cross-cultural analysis. Here we have selected two distinct cultures, namely one from USA and one from Japan, to understand how culture influences the preferences of arts and products using the Hofstede's cultural dimension, which includes collectivism, individualism, power distance, masculinity versus femininity, etc. So we explore how these factors shape the people's aesthetic responses. Next slide. Next, we have smartphone preferences. Okay, so we are going to understand these Hofstede principle using smartphone preferences as well as some color preferences. So initially for smartphone preferences in USA, people prefer phones that are customizable and which reflects individuality. So here individuality prevails. And in Japan, people favor phones that emphasizes group harmony and societal connection, which is more inclined towards the traditional approaches. And for color preferences, we have taken the example of the logo Citibank, and in Japan, we have taken SoftBank. So Americans prefer darker colors, while Japanese prefer lighter tones like white, associated with elegance and tradition, as I mentioned. And these color choices reflect deeper cultural values as well as emotional connections to the colors. Yeah, so branding example, we have SoftBank for Japan and Citibank for USA. For SoftBank, it uses light colors like white to align with Japanese cultural values of tradition and elegance. And for Citibank in USA, it uses blue to convey trust and stability, reflecting American cultural values. Next slide. Second approach we have used is sampling method, in which first is stratified random sampling. Stratified random sampling here is to cover diverse group like age in Japan and ethnicity in USA. So in Japan, the population is divided by age to understand how different age group respond to neuroaesthetic influence on smartphone preferences. Here in the graph, we could see that there are different age groups belonging to ages 6 to 12 years, 13 to 9 years, and their percentage of the share of respondents who uses smartphones to access the internet. And for same in the USA, we have the population which is stratified by ethnic backgrounds, example African American or Hispanic or Caucasians, to explore how cultural diversity impacts neuroaesthetic preferences for smartphones. So here we can see in online branding, Black people uses most phone, and for real estates or etc. There Hispanics and Black people prevails again. So next slide, please. Yeah. So nextly, we have purposive sampling. So this methods involve intentionally selecting individual from a specific subgroups or areas that align with our research focus. So in Japan, we have taken two major places, which is Tokyo and Kyoto. And in USA, we have taken Alabama, California, Florida, Hawaii, and Illinois. So in Japan, participants are purposefully chosen from the cultural significant region like Kyoto to examine how traditional values affect aesthetic preferences of the product. Whereas in USA, specific cultural groups are targeted, such as that are from the states I have mentioned, with particular design preferences to study how regional cultural influence affect the neuroaesthetic responses. Next slide. Next, we have the key personality traits and cognitive styles in neuroaesthetics. So the big five personality traits like openness or consciousness, then extraversion, neurocriticism, and agreeableness, and thinking styles affect the aesthetic preferences. It also consists of some cognitive styles, which include analytical thinking, holistic thinking, and visual and verbal processing. Analytical thinking mostly focus on the intricate details of the design. Holistic thinking appreciate the overall coherence and not just focus on one factor of the design, whereas verbal and visual processing tailors design to different processing styles for better engagement. Next slide. Next, we have some assessment tools. Firstly, the major assessments tool used everywhere is MBTI, Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. It is a personality test that categorizes people into 16 types of personality based on the pairs of the preferences. The major pairs are made up of 8 factors, which are extraversion versus introversion, sensing versus intuition, thinking versus feeling, judging versus perceiving. Example is ISTJ, which is the routine regular. The Starbucks fans stick to a precise plan, patiently waiting for the familiar, perfectly crafted coffee, which is an example of ISTJ. Another can be aesthetic preference questionnaires, which are the surveys that are created to ask people about their likes and dislikes about a particular art or a product, designed to understand what they find visually or emotionally appealing.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
sorry for the interruption, but we are past the presentation time. Could you please?
I'll just conclude it. Yeah, no problem. I'll just conclude it.
Thank you.
Yep. Mehek, go on the last slide on the conclusion. One slide. Huh? So, in conclusion, our study highlights how neuroaesthetic influence consumer preferences. It combines cultural insight, personality traits, and advanced tools to guide global marketing while suggesting ethical and technological improvements. Thank you.
Really nice presentation, madam. But we have some
Thank you,
time.
sir.
But we have some time limitations.
And no problem. I just
Yeah.
wanted to cover the limitation part, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So actually, I have one question.
Yep.
So how does it relate to understand consumer behavior? Means with the help of this neuroaesthetics. So how you are going to understand consumer behavior?
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat it?
How you are going to understand consumer behavior?
Okay, so it can be done by targeting our audience. So define what and who are your consumer. Example based on demographics like age, gender, income, etc. And using surveys and interviews or analytics to understand their preferences and motivation. This can be also done by studying the buying patterns. Observe when, where, and how the products are being purchased in a particular region. For example, do they prefer online shopping or they prefer in-store purchases? And also analyzing the frequency of the purchases and the decision-making time. Like how long does it take to buy a particular product while being on the website? And also some cultural and societal influences, like understanding the traditional values or the norms influencing the choices.
Okay. And second is what? How you are going to apply these neuroaesthetic principles uh, for the purpose of branding and packaging to enhance consumers' preferences.
Yeah, for example, we can be understand by how iOS and the Apple has been branding since in USA, since it has mostly focused in the West. The type of branding they have been doing through influencers. Influencers are the major part where people get influenced to buy a particular product because of how they are being branded. So influencer study is really important in such factor. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you, ma'am.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you ma'am, for the presentation. Now we'll proceed with the next one. So for the next presentation, we have Subulakshmi Balakumar ma'am from Congo Engineering College, and the paper title she's presenting is on the power of data mining, analyzing social media trends for business strategy. Ma'am, you're there with us in the meet?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, now I'll stop sharing my screen and then you can start with your presentation.
Okay. Here, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. With this quote, let me start my presentation. I am Subulakshmi of Department of Management Studies from Congo Engineering College. Today, my presentation is about the power of data mining, analyzing the social media trends for business strategy. Okay. This is the overview of my job, right? First of all, we would make an understanding about what is data mining. Then what are all the roles in the the techniques involved in the data mining are used, and the case study data mining, challenges and limitation, future trends, or some of the topics we are going to see today. Then, okay. Now we can see what is about data mining. In this era, consumers or the ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, but there is some connectivity issue, I guess.
Ma'am, let me start. Okay.
Yes.
Let me introduce what is data mining. Okay. In this era, consumer satisfaction is the ultimate aim of the producers. Consumers are known as the king of the market. Without their satisfaction, successful business is inevitable. In such cases, data mining plays a crucial role in identifying the consumer buying behavior and the pattern of the buying to produce the products to satisfy the changing wants of the consumer. Okay, what is data mining? Data mining involves extracting or mining knowledge from the vast quantities of data. Data mining is the process of discovering meaningful patterns from very large volumes of data. Then, understanding the data mining. The methods like regression analysis, k-nearest neighbors, naive Bayes, decision tree classification, logistic regression, association rules, cluster analysis. These methods are used to identify the patterns of data mining. Then the process. The data of the consumers are gathered from the different sites and they are cleaned. They are integrated together and the required data are selected and they are transformed into the pictorial representation and the patterns are discovered and they are evaluated and they are brought into a presentation which gives a knowledge and information and ideas to the user of the technique. Then techniques like SVM and BN and DT are used. SVM is abbreviated as support or vector mission. Classification and regression tasks are made using this, and BN is abbreviated as Bayesian networks. Probabilistic graphic model representing a set of variables. In this, DT is represented as decision tree. Tree structured model for classification and decision making are made through this DT. Then the role of social media in business. The three major roles the social media performs in business. First of all, it acts as a marketing tool. The current way of gathering information from the customer is through feedbacks, through their request, needs, opinions, and suggestion about the product. The proportion on which we spend on advertisement, it increases the level of awareness. Then it meets the expectation of the consumer. Then the consumer engagement and feedback. Assisting them in sharing the product and brand details would help the consumer to engage with us and to get more knowledge about the products. Trends and insight. Trends and insights in sense, these are the prevailing or current scenario of the market. This uncovered important trends and gain a better grasp on the consumer habits. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and Twitter, now it is modified to the X. Companies can gain current insights on the opinions and choices of the consumer regarding the product to detect the patterns and recognize the trends and forecast upcoming consumer actions. Then techniques. Okay, there are the sentimental analysis, trend analysis, content analysis, and social network analysis. Sentimental analysis, in sense, seeks to identify the individual emotions such as positivity, neutrality, and or negativity from the statements or text like tweets. In case if you are posting a comment about a product, if we are satisfied or dissatisfied, it is replicated or reflected in the comments itself. So in case if you are satisfied, it reflects as a positivity. In case it is a dissatisfaction, it is reflected as negativity. This is a short example for that. Trend analysis uses NLP and LDA to uncover the trend and patterns. Bar charts, line graphs, scatter plots, heat maps, and network diagrams or various forms of data visualization. These are used to portray the diverse types of data. Then content analysis. Content characteristics are divided into three groups: written, graphical, and auditory. Edited picture receives more attention and engagement compared to the unedited ones. This is proved by the Adobe scan that the picture shows more emotions than the text. Then social network analysis. This examines the connection and interaction to understand the information spread and influence. As we see in this picture, the first image represents both sentimental and trend analysis. These emojis are the way of expressing the emotions, what we feel. Through this, sentiment analysis is calculated and analyzed. The second image shows that the network analysis that shows the interaction between the users through the platform social media. Okay, now case study. The Starbucks adopted the data mining technique and they have successfully implemented an idea. First of all, their approach is using data mining, they track the social media trends and customers' sentiment through the sentimental analysis. They applied it into the business that changing consumer preferences were identified through the data mining, and they implemented the plant-based products, which is useful for the vegan. And the vegans' expectations are satisfied through this. In result, they successfully launched that product and target marketing campaigns, enhancing the sales and customer loyalty. Okay, what are all the benefits would be shown in this slide? Informed decision making, targeted marketing strategies, improved consumer engagement, competitive advantage are some of the benefits. Informed decision making, in sense, instead of relying on solely or intuition of one person, we can analyze the data which is available in the social media. It will be helpful for making a correct decision making without the failures. Then targeted marketing strategies, it would be
Ma'am,
yes, ma'am.
sorry for the interruption, but we are past the presentation time. Now we can proceed to the conclusion.
Okay, ma'am. Uh, These are some of the challenges of the data mining technique. Then the future trends in data mining. this would be the conclusion. The future trends are the emerging technologies, integration with other data sources, and real-time analytics. There is no conclusion for the data mining. Still, it is going on, and we are using by the businesses, and it implies many technologies and to gain insights and patterns of the buying behavior of the consumer. So, data mining uses the in the field of IoT and educational data mining, and it uses the AI and ML advanced technologies for the real-time insights and enhanced predictive technologies. It integrates with other data like point of sales and website analytics, providing a comprehensive understanding of the consumer behavior, enabling improved marketing and customization. So these are some of the future trends in the data mining. Then through this presentation, we could identify that data mining analyzes the insight of the consumer, and it provides a pattern which a consumer buys and their behavior towards the products. Through this, the business strategies are gained, and the successful business is running towards upcoming years. That's all about my presentation. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am, for your presentation. Sir, are there any questions?
Yes. Madam, just tell me, is there any key challenge while using this social media data for business purposes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. That is the data privacy concern is one of the challenges we are facing. If you are posting something in the social media, it is not a privacy concern, it is a public. Since, but the individual actions, beliefs, and emotions and connections is more in the social media. When we are taking for the research purpose, it is reused by many persons. So it causes the ownership and intellectual property challenges in that. Then if you are choosing an unquality data, which reflects in the wrong decision making too, then rapidly changing trends in sense the market is not stable. There is many changes happening in the current market. So we should have a currently updating data sources. If it is not, we would face many challenges, and business may go down, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now we'll proceed to the next presenter. Arpit Bhavesh Damani. Sir, are you there in the meeting?
Yes, yes, good morning.
Okay, so you can start with your presentation now. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Yeah, good morning, one and all present here. Myself, Arpit. We are group of 4 people. Myself, Jash Barbaya, Mobin Sheikh, and Paj Jagad. And our project is guided by Mrs. Sonali Putad. Thank you for giving us this opportunity, and we'll just start. Parth, you can go on.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. My name is Parth, and we are part of Shining Engineering College. And I'm going to talk about a platform that is created by us, that is Tiny Thinkers. And as we all are aware, everyone is dependent on technology. Tiny Thinkers is designed to inspire creativity and faster lifelong learning in children. And basically, it provides a safe and engaging space for young learners to explore and thrive in digital age. And Tiny Thinkers is basically inclined towards the continuous learning, that is making it interesting by having games, quizzes, etc. So basically, this is the problem statement, and it basically highlights the lack of unified, safe, and education online space for children that is aging from 3 to 18. And so basically it inclines towards the fragmented online resources for the learning and entertainment, and also it is basically beneficial for all the the upcoming generation. And it basically includes various parental concerns over the safety and inappropriate content. And Tiny Thinkers is basically established for a singular, secure, and comprehensive online platform, and it addresses the challenges to inappropriate content in digital era. Now I would like to hand over to Jash Barbaya. Jash, over to you.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are
Hello.
audible.
Okay, so I'll be presenting literature survey that we have done. So first website was PBS Kids. This platform offers wide range of educational content, including various different interactive games, videos, and activities that are tailored to different age groups. It emphasizes learning through play, and also it is a reliable educational platform. However, the website lacks a feedback system for parents and has some outdated content that requires regular updates. Our second website is ABC Mouse. This is an early learning platform focused on preschool and kindergarten education. This covers different subjects like maths, reading, and science activities. Uh, the drawbacks included in this is paid subscription model, which may not be affordable for all, and limited suitability for older children, as it is for kindergarten students. For our next website is Sesame Street. Uh, Sesame Street provides an excellent interface for children as it is fully animated and it helps children to learn new concepts. It's research-based curriculum that ensures content aligns with child development standards. Also, it has voice commands enhance that is user friendliness. However, the inclusion of merchandise may seem commercial, and some cartoon characters are old that are not updated here. For fourth website, that is Crayola.com. This website is fosters creativity through art projects, different craft ideas, and coloring activities, offering hands-on learning in a fun and visual way. Uh, to improve this platform, they should focus on accessibility by supporting children with disabilities through alternative inputs and screen reader optimization. So the next will be presented by Mubin Sheikh. So Mubin.
Okay, let me start by talking about the software requirements for our platform. Software requirements are essentially the backbone of any project. They define what our platform should do and ensure it meets user expectations. Our platform is built using PHP for the backend logic and HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the front-end interface. Uh, PHP allows us to handle dynamic content while HTML, CSS ensure platform visually appealing and user friendly. JavaScript adds interactivity. Next slide. Let's discuss database connectivity. This is a crucial component of our platform as it allows us to store, retrieve, and manage the vast amount of data generated by users. We set up a XAMPP server and MySQL to make it easier to manage our website and handle data. XAMPP offers an easy way to handle server management while MySQL serves as a reliable database system. We use PHP to connect our website to the database and MySQL to manage the data. By combining PHP, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and MySQL, Tiny Thinkers ensures a secure interactive platform for children. Now I would like to pass on to Arpit.
Yeah, these are some overviews of the images that we have included in our website, which includes a dashboard and some, these are different games and puzzles which you have tried to include. Yeah, and in conclusion, I would say that Tiny Thinkers is a website that can transform early learning by creating an interactive and engaging platform. This project emphasizes on importance of fostering creativity and curiosity in children while laying strong educational foundations. By leveraging innovation, Tiny Thinkers sets precedents for how modern tools can enrich early education and inspire young minds. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, sir, for the presentation.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me something about
Madam, if you
parental
don't
info?
mind, I have a doubt. Not in the presentation, but is there any photo session? Is it already over?
No, ma'am. Actually, I request all the participants to please hold on to the closing remarks. We have to take a snapshot actually.
Just last one is
Yes, this is the
remaining
last
one.
presentation, then I'll proceed with the closing remarks. It will only take like 5 to 6 minutes.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, you can continue with the doubt.
Yeah. So just tell me something about parental involvement in this approach. Means how important we are going to consider as a parental involvement in this one.
Okay. Parth, hello.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So the role of parents in the digital education is guiding the technology to use, that is monitoring the screen time to ensure balance and helping the children to navigate online tools and content. And
Okay.
it also emphasizes on customizing the learning experiences, setting goals and tracking the progress.
Okay, no issue. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. This was the last presentation. I think the first presenter is absent, so we are done with all the 9 presentations. Now I'll proceed to the closing remarks. Uh, first of all, I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contributions in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on the behalf of whole team, thank you for the support during the 9th version and all the previous 8 versions of conference. We will be happy to have you in the 10th version in 2025. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. And further, all the papers have already been forwarded to the Springer. The publication will be live within 6 months. Kindly cooperate with our team of ICTTCS. Now, before ending this session, I would also like to thank our session chair. Just let me share my screen. Professor Pankaj Chandrit, thank you, sir, for chairing this session. Uh, Lastly, a token of appreciation to the chair on behalf of our team, ICTCS. Thank you all for your valuable time. Before ending this session, I request all of you to please turn on your camera so that I can take a quick snapshot.
Ma'am, will the certificate be provided also to the co-author? At least one co-author along with me?
Ma'am, the certificates you will get certificates on your emails. I don't know if you're going to send it to the co-authors as well or not. Let me just confirm and tell you. Meanwhile, can you please turn on your cameras, everyone? Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Ma'am, I'll just.
Ma'am, can I speak?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes, thank you so much for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to work as a session chair. I really enjoyed all presentation and all presentation were very good. And special thanks to you and your entire team for your nice cooperation. And thank you so much, and best of luck to all the presenters. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So can I leave?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am, can we leave as well?
Yes, yes, sir. You all can leave the meeting now.
Yeah. Thank you.